Hola.
Hi.
Bienvenidas a Super Mamás.
Super Mamás.
This is Paulina.
And this is Bricia. We're moms and sisters.
I have two beautiful girls, Krista, who's 4, and Sabina, who's 1.
And I have a handsome baby boy, Eduardo Santiago. And we welcome you to the Super Mamás Sisterhood.
We're here to help one another, inspire one another, and support each other through the ups and downs of motherhood.
I hope you guys enjoy the show.
Okay, ¿listas?
Here we go.
Hola, Super Mamás. This is Paulina, and this week in the podcast, my sister and I sit down again to chit-chat about our week. Bricia is going to share with us the hard situation she's going through with, the baby starting daycare and also finding the right fit to take care of him on other days. And Bricia is really having a tough time in that department. So things get a little emotional. But besides that, we talk about, our fun photo shoot over the week and what's going on with Krista. And Sabina's finally walking, so we're going to talk about that too. Okay, we hope you guys enjoy the show. Hello. Did you play record?
I did.
Did you press record?
I did. I did. How are you?
I'm good. I'm hungry. Walking through the restaurant right now, that smell of botanas. I was like, oh man.
Oh, because you're not eating meat right now, right?
No, I'm done.
Oh, you're done?
I'm done. Yesterday was my last day,
And
today I'm gonna go have Korean barbecue. No, I finished yesterday, but it was good. I felt good.
oh, I should have fasted with you. You're a miracle.
Why? What's wrong? You look concerned.
I'm gonna cry right now.
Aww.
No, you don't even know why I'm gonna cry.
Why are you gonna cry?
So right now I went to run an errand, and then I was driving back. I heard from the sitter that was supposed to come Thursdays and Fridays, so she told me she couldn't come anymore.
Oh my God.
I know.
She can't? She was perfect.
She was perfect. She even spent the day with me Saturday, with the baby, and he loved her, and she seemed perfect. And today she just sent me a text saying she couldn't do it anymore.
That's kind of...
Oh. And then I dropped off the baby for daycare today for the first time. It sucked. He stayed there crying.
Oh, he did?
It's just so much, you know? And then I feel like it's just everything just kind of falls on me, like trying to find a sitter, trying to find the daycare situation. And I don't know why I put all this stuff on myself.
We do it. We do it. We don't give it to them.
Yeah.
That's what I do too. I was like, oh, the kid's going to go to this school and that school and this. He's just like, okay, but I told them we need the emergency package for Sabina. I don't know. Here's what I need. Bring it to me. So then that way I could just let go of some responsibility. And whenever he gets it ready, he has it ready, He's supposed to already, but.
I know, it just sucks. See, now, I'm at square one.
It'll be fine. It'll work out.
Yeah, I know. I'll find someone. I'll find someone great. It's just sort of everything was good, unfair, I had already figured everything out, and I was like, okay, great. And then now this, I'm like, really?
Wow. I can't believe she just texted you
She texted me.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think anything happened on Saturday. She left happy. You know what I mean? It was fine. It's just, I don't know. I don't know.
Well, you're probably going to have to bring him with you.
I don't want to do that. I know, but I just don't want to do that to him.
Yeah.
It's not fair. It's just a lot of, it's just hard.
Well, ladies, if you know, we need a babysitter.
It's just, and I think about what do women do that I mean, I'm blessed that I have my own business and I can, take a couple of days off, but at the same time, I mean, what do women do that really have to go to work? I mean, I really have to come to work too, but what about women who don't, like who don't have that option? Like, what do they do?
They don't.
Daycare is so expensive. Like
Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
It is really ridiculous.
I get it. It's your child, and it's you of course, you want to pay the most you can because someone's taking care of your kid. But I hear some of these rates. I'm like, whoa, that's like more than what I'm making right now.
It's like a mortgage.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm like, when I hear some of these sitter rates, I'm like, Jesus, like, I can't afford that. Like, you would be making more than me,
Exactly.
So I don't know.
I know. Tell me about it. I have 2. I'm counting the months for her to go to, like, I mean, I kind of don't want to, but at the same time, it's like, damn, she's going to go to kindergarten. I'm not going to have to pay that monthly thing. Like, I'm going to be able to, like, save that money. I'm going to be able to, like, do things with that money that I'm not doing right now, that we're just putting for school. It is what it is here in the U.S. That's the price you have to pay for. I mean, yes, these rates, some of the rates, I'm like, what the hell? Like, seriously? And we are, like, on the okay side here, like, in the west side and all of that. That's, or, like, a private school. Do you know how much that is?
I know.
Crazy, like, crazy situation. Oh, I feel bad for you. I've been there.
I know, but I don't understand. I just don't understand how I'm in the situation.
It's the first of many situations you're gonna be. It's so unpredictable with the kids, unpredictable. Like, like on Saturday.
And then you feel bad, like I don't know. Yeah, like even leaving my kid at school today. Like, should I not leave my kid at school? Like, should I should I go? But then it's like, do I look for like, you know what I mean? Like, what do I do to earn more money? But then, like, if I do, then does that mean I spend less time with my kid? And, like, is that the good thing? Do I just stay home with the kid? You know what I mean? Like, there's so many things that go through your head when this daycare situation comes.
Yep.
Like.
I know. It's hard. Those decisions are hard.
And then, like, who do you trust to come to your home to take care of your kid? And then how do you tell someone, I can't pay you that? Like, would you take this? It's like, you can't really negotiate with someone who's going to take care of your child. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I know what you mean.
Ugh. Sucks.
It is really expensive. We were talking about how expensive it is to have somebody come over to your house. Regardless, anything, childcare overall, it's very expensive nowadays. Very expensive. I have a friend that had a really good job for so many years, and she had her baby, and she called me the other day and she told me, like, she was not going back to work. And I was like, whoa, really? Like, she's like, no, like, I can't afford to have somebody take care of my kids, so it's cheaper for me to stay home and my husband to work. And I was like, I mean, a lot of women just decide to leave work because they can't,
or move to another state,
or move. Yeah, I have a bunch of friends that have moved also because it's so expensive. The living situation, the daycare situation. It's it's like, and still you have to fight to get in a good school.
Yeah, and like waiting lists
and all that stuff. It's crazy. We should move back to Oaxaca.
I mean, right now,
I would have ladies lined up outside waiting to take care of my kids.
and we would pay like triple minimum wage, and we'd still be up.
For real. We should open a childcare center in Mexico.
We should open a childcare center here, Paulina. What do you mean Mexico?
I know.
Maybe you should just open up a childcare.
Maybe you should.
I don't know. I have to figure it out. I have to figure out something. Like, I just had to cry to just kind of let out the frustration. And then I had to go home and, like, pray and then try to figure out what I'm going to do.
Well, the first part's already solved. He's in a daycare, in a good daycare, in a place that you like.
Part-time.
You like it in the long term.
I'm extremely happy with that place. Yeah. I'm extremely happy with that
I want to go to his school.
I want to go to a school.
They have chickens.
Yeah, they have chicken coops and
That's cute.
The chickens are just running around
with the kids.
Yeah.
That's cute.
And they do gardening. They do flower arrangement. They do knitting. They wash windows.
I can't even like picture Eduardo making flower arrangement.
I can. I can.
Or knitting.
And he's outside half of the day.
That's cool, yeah.
So I think, to me, I think that was like, I was so happy that he spends. Oh, and then another thing that they're going to do there is they're going to use cloth diapers.
You told me.
And
I was like, what brave woman.
So,
brave.
So I was like, what? When she told me that, I was like, and my husband was like, was that like from Bionic Yarn or what? Like, I don't know if you've seen my kids, poop before. And she was laughing. She was like, no, we use, that. She's like, because that way we can tell when they're wet and they don't like it. So they tell us like, I have, it's for potty training reasons too.
Wow.
Like
he's only 11 months.
Dude, I don't know. But she told me she was going to offer him the toilet.
I know. You told me about it.
And I was like, what? I'm like, wow, we are totally in LA. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's Rye and it's Waldorf.
Mm.
I learned about Waldorf. Have you know about Waldorf?
The only Waldorf I know is Waldorf Astoria.
I've
heard of Waldorf Astoria in New York.
Calm down.
Remember there was a movie with Anne Hathaway, and they were both fighting for the Waldorf Astoria.
Oh my God! Yes.
Yeah, that's why I remember.
Oh, that's true. That's
a really funny movie.
It's it's one of those like airplane movies.
Yeah, I think we watched it in an airplane.
Probably it's a great airplane movie.
Yeah, I think
it's called like something Bride, right?
I think the War of the Brides.
Yeah, something like that. And I love Anne Hathaway.
Yeah, she's really cool.
She's awesome. Anyway,
so yeah, the Waldorf.
No, I have to. I guess hopefully we can bring Erica back soon and she can talk about Waldorf, but it's very play-based, how we've spoken about play-based. And she explained that okay, so there's Waldorf schools, like elementary schools and high schools.
Yeah, I've heard of it.
But they do, so number one, they do academics in blocks. So for example, you know how you have like, we went to high school and it was like period 1, period 2, period 3, period 4, like, and then you have like math, English, things like that. There they do like a month of just math.
Oh, what?
Then like a month of literature, then like a month in science, and then they go back to a month in math. Like it's like periods of blocks like that. I'm like, what? And same thing, like, people start, and then they start first grade like around 6, 7 when they're older, and they don't really, it's not that they don't push academics as much. Yeah. But they're more interested in social interactions.
Yeah. What age does it go to, the school?
Where he is right now? Until 6.
Oh, okay, nice.
Until 6, 7, depending again, depending on, whether
is it eventual. Are you eventually gonna put him full time?
Hopefully, when she has availability for full time. Now I'm gonna call her. I'm gonna go home, but they're crying. I need you to do full time. I'll come on Fridays. I'll figure out someone. I'll pay you extra. Just have someone help you. But
maybe.
I don't know. I don't know.
Maybe. Tiene compasión.
I don't know.
Well, that's interesting. The Waldorf. That's good. That's good. I'm glad.
But, well, anyway, guys, go back to episode 12, where we had Erica here and she discussed Rye parenting.
Oh, and I went to Rye last week.
Oh, and you went to my Rye class last week.
Yeah, I was really interested in it. I mean, I didn't really know what to expect.
Okay, just side note, Rye is called Resource for Infant Educators. And it's a parenting style of sorts, a philosophy. But anyway, keep going.
I didn't know what to expect. And when I went, I saw like, it was just, everything's just very organic, right? Like completely different. There's not structure. You just go and sit. And depending on the certain situations, then the lead or when the left person. The facilitator, like, I guess, like tells you guys what to do in every situation, right? Like, conflicts between the kids and all that. So I was thinking after I went to the class, and I really liked it. I mean, it's. I explained to my husband that, the same way that she said, like, change the situation to an adult setting, and what would you like? And I explained to him the whole thing with like cleaning the nose and everything, and he said, he was like, oh, that makes sense. And I was like, yeah, of course. Like, he's just like, what if I just come behind you and I clean your nose? You're going to be upset. He was like, yeah, I'm like, that happens every time you do it with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thinking I wanted to like take classes with Sabina, but I think I should take classes with Krista because she's the oldest and she's already like, it's harder for me to change Krista than for me to change Sabina.
Right.
So I was thinking like maybe I should do some classes with me and her.
Well, Erica has older
kids
for older
kids. I
kids.
was thinking like I should do with Krista.
Yeah.
Because that way she'll model for Sabina. You know what I mean? Because I can see like now that Sabina does everything Krista does. Like everything. You know, the other day, Krista was like, you know how like when you like put your hands on your face on your hands for a long time, they go numbed?
Uh-huh.
So she was like, Mami, mi bracito está muy flaquito.
Oh,
because she said like it has no strength, you know, because you lose your strength once it goes numbed.
So she probably think I'm weak.
Then she was like, Mami, está muy flaquito. And I was like, what happened? She's like, se rompió. And then so she handed me her hand and she wanted me to like, you know, move it. Then Sabina was like, and then she showed me her hand. I was like, okay. So the same thing, like, so we're reading a book and, you know, I go like, bah, or something like that. And then Sabina goes, bah, say like, she does everything we do. So I was like, it's easier for me to shape Krista because she's going to be harder to do because it's already 4 years into it.
Mm-hmm.
Then Sabina will just come along. You know what I mean?
Sabina will get it.
Sabina will. I mean, she's doing things sooner than Krista did.
No, of course. And also because, like, you learn how to talk to Krista and you'll say, well, you'll learn to Sabina.
Exactly.
So it's fine.
Instead of talking to a baby and then trying to do it for a 4-year-old, I should learn for a 4-year-old and then do it with the baby, you know? So I'm going to look into the classes for
yeah, it's great. I mean, don't, like, when you guys read about it, like, you know, I do write light, you know, not like hardcore about it. But I will say that she did sell me on the no high chair situation, Erica.
Oh, yeah.
She came to my house last night to kind of see the baby's environment and how he is in the house. And I asked her about the high chair situation because I know in Rye you're not supposed to use high chairs. But I never really follow that rule because I didn't understand. I was like, I need a high chair. I'm sorry. But now that he's older, he can actually sit on his own. Like now it makes sense to me.
Yeah.
So I am going to get a small little table that she's going to let me borrow with little stools. It's all wood. And then have breakfast with him and his table.
Yeah.
Like at his level. And she was explaining to me that she went to the Broad Museum, the Broad, not the Broad. Broad is something else. At the Broad Museum, and she's like, you know, they have these huge chairs and huge tables, and I took a picture next to it, and when you walk around them, you know, you're like, whoa, these are like, you know, how do you feel? That's how babies feel, you know, when they walk around, sense. You know, and then when they're up there, they don't have any control of, they're not grounded, like they're not really understand. Like, I'm all the way up here now, and I used to be down there. So, I mean, I'm going to try. I don't know how that's going to go in the morning with a breakfast, you know, whether he'll, like, even want to sit and eat or he just wants to walk away
He'll
and
get
play.
used to it.
I think she's about, like, following through. I'm excited to do that. It was so cute this morning when we came in because I don't have a little chair and a little table for him. So I saw him sitting down on a chair and a table like a grown-ass kid.
I know, it's so
I'm
cute.
like, you're 10 months, 11, you're 11 months. Like, you look like you're 2.
Yeah, he does. He's really big.
You know, and he's just like
really
sitting
big.
down in his table, like looking around.
Does he use his couch at his room?
Yes, but just to climb over.
No, because Sabina's already sitting, and I got him a couch each. And it's the cutest thing because now she sits, and now that she's standing, she stands and then she takes steps and then she goes back, and then like I give her snacks and she sits down and she puts it on the floor. So I could see that, you know, when it's her size, they do more thing and they're like, they lose the fear because they're like, oh, let me sit down, and then she sits down, she moves her legs like up and down. Yeah, they love it because it's like little one. Remember, I think it's also Waldorf, the Waldorf theory or philosophy that I saw some, or I think was it, or Montessori or something like that. They put all of the things in the floor. Is that right too, right?
Right.
To floor level, everything.
Yeah.
so they can go and play. So I've been doing a lot. That's why I have the little bookshelf that I made for them, like floor level, because they can reach all the books, and everything in her room is like at a level. But because it makes sense for them, it's not like all the way up. It's a huge difference. Their bed is like really low, and when she tries to get off my bed, she can't. She's like dangling there.
Who could
but Sabina? Oh, Sabina. Because she thinks it's the same thing because she's getting used to the little stuff.
Oh wait, speaking of beds, hold on, because obviously she's sending me pictures of him throughout the day.
Oh,
look at
what
this.
do they have? Oh yeah, we have those two at the school.
Nap time.
How do they do it, right?
Well, I mean, he's really good at sleeping.
He
takes naps, but this is the first time he's not sleeping in his crib.
Oh yeah, and they see the other kids too, and they do it. They do it.
But he's like, he fell asleep and I took his blanket and his Mr. Fox. Look at this. He just fell asleep.
Oh, his little bed.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that cute?
Yeah.
And then they put these little overalls on him. I showed you, right? The little the picture with these red overalls. And they put those on. I put those on when I get there so he can be outside and go wherever he wants without getting his clothes dirty. I'm like, awesome.
Thank you.
That makes sense. Yeah. And all the kids wear little overalls, so
it's okay, like uniforms.
Like little uniforms, so they can just do whatever they want without when they're if they can get wet, they can go do whatever.
Yeah.
Without getting their clothes dirty.
That's cool.
I know.
I'm excited about Krista wearing a uniform next year. She's gonna look so cute.
Oh.
I remember my uniform years.
Oh, I know. I used to love our uniforms. Okay, let's take a break. My crying. I'm sorry, guys. I had to just read that.
I feel so bad. I didn't even know. I'm like, oh my God.
I know, this just happened.
I'm trying
on
to think
of
all the people that we can call to
This
help
just
you.
happened. This just happened. Like, I left here to do an errand.
Yeah.
And it was fine. And I came back and I'm like, that's like, what the hell am I going to do? Like, everything was perfect and now it's not.
It will be. Don't worry about it.
I don't have it spoken too fast. Okay, we'll be right back. I need to practice my breathing techniques. This is when meditation starts to help.
I have a really, really good thing. So, you know, at
this is called the breath of fire. I learned that it's called Kundalini yoga. And this morning I did the meditation too, and I was like, everything's gonna be wonderful. Today's gonna be a wonderful day. It was not.
You know, they give yoga to Krista.
Oh, they do at school?
Yeah, they do. Oh, so the other day she was like, Mama, smell the flowers, blow the candles. Smell the flowers, blow the candles. And I was like, what? She's like, and I was like, oh, okay. So I was like, that's cute. That's cute because, you know, they're learning the breathing. And she was like, smell the flowers, blow the candles. Smell the flowers, blow the candles.
I need to smell a lot of flowers right now.
I know.
Wait, really quick. I should do this for my tip of the week. I'll do it for the tip of the week. Sorry. Okay. You guys are going to have to wait to hear my story. But go.
Yeah. Meditation. So guess what happened this weekend?
Okay, go. Tell me what happened.
Sabina's finally walking.
I know. I saw. You sent me. It was Friday, right?
At school, and the teachers actually caught it on film. Aww. So when they said it to her, I was like, oh, my baby! I can't believe I missed it because I remember with Krista, I saw the first time.
Oh, you saw the first time?
Yeah, I saw it. So
this time, you're gonna start telling me this. I'm gonna cry again. I'm gonna cry again because I remember I cried when I missed my baby's first turn. When he turned for the first time, I missed it and I cried for so long.
I know. I was sad, but well, let's not talk about that.
I know.
But she's walking and now she's a happier baby. You know how she's always serious? Every time she gets up, she has this face like, look what I did. And she's like laughing and it was cute because now she's just going. She's just like won't stop. And I'm like, oh God, that's gonna be fun for me.
Well, maybe that she'll smile.
She'll smile more.
She just
at that photo shoot the whole time.
We have to give a shout out to Lily.
Hi Lily.
Oh my goodness, you guys. Lily is one of our listeners who emailed us, and she offered to do a photo shoot with us.
I know.
And
thank you so much.
We said yes. We're like, of course. It took us so long to figure it out, right? To like reply and like all that stuff. But oh my gosh,
it was so much fun.
You know, when we had lunch with her,
I know. I was like, I know that girl from
so
somewhere.
Weird, right?
And we've never met before.
And then we had lunch with her, and we didn't even talk about the photo shoot.
We didn't.
We were just talking about our kids and our life and where she lived and her family.
I know.
She's one of 4 too, like we are.
And her brother, we met her brother.
Her brother,
he's so cool,
fabulous. My little baby loved the brother.
I know, right?
It was so great.
It was really fun.
And then when the photo shoot came, she was so good with the babies.
You know what? I think it's like the first time that I feel like I just felt really like everything was flowing so good. Like it didn't even feel like work. You know, sometimes when I'm like, oh my God, I have to take a photo shoot. Like, how am I supposed to like look? How do I look? Where do I see?
You look great, by the way. I was like, dang, Paulina. Okay,
hello.
Okay. What do I always call you? Oh, calm down, chasing clothes.
I know. Shout out to Chasing Clothes.
Shout out to Chasing Clothes.
I did learn from her.
You did learn from her.
Yeah, and Lily asked me like, who did my makeup? She was like, who did your makeup? And I was like, me. She was like, no way. I'm like, yes,
YouTube.
YouTube. Yeah, I actually had Desi Perkins on the YouTube.
Told you. Isn't she great?
Yeah,
She came to the restaurant.
Shut up.
I didn't tell you.
What? When?
Wait, I didn't tell you she came
You
to the
did
restaurant?
not tell me this.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
When did she come?
Oh my God. So the weekend I went to Gem Beauty.
She was here.
Okay. I never shared I never shared with you guys my Gem Beauty experience.
No, you didn't, because you left to Mexico.
Oh, that's right.
How
That's right.
was it?
And then we skipped that week of recording. It was okay. I'm talking a lot this episode. I went from like crying to like, oh my God, Desi Perkins. Okay, no, okay, dude. So we went to Gem Beauty with Linda. I only went one day. Crazy madhouse, just craziness. Like
I saw lines and lines of crazy
people.
Girls.
And for all of you guys who do not know what Gem Beauty is, it's a beauty convention of sorts that's held in LA and in New York. And there's basically people who attend are just makeup fanatics. And there's
like yourself?
Like myself and Linda at Loose Warrior. And there's so many different makeup brands and beauty brands around. And then you have little like tabs that you pull out and you exchange a tab for a product at every station.
Oh, what?
So you get all this free product, plus you get gift bags. And then there's like meet and greets with all these YouTube beauty people. And of course, Desi and Katie, who's the other girl I adore, had a meet and greet together at the NYX booth. So Linda and I stood in line, right? But then...
You never stay in line.
I never stay in line for anything in my life. In my life.
Never. Not even... You hate going to the bank?
No, I don't even go to the bank. I don't sit in line for anything, you guys. Like I mean, I don't know if
that means that's like, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's like really bougie on me to say that. Like people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, I'm Bricia." But for real, I just don't like standing in line. I've never have. I always figured a way to get around it. So I stayed in line, but when I realized that the line was that long that I wasn't gonna be able, I was like, I talked to listen. There was a little voice in my head that said, "Bricia, by the time you get to them, they're going to be so like, just like, hey, picture, bye, right?" Dude, I totally didn't make line.
What the hell?
I know. So we were standing when they got there. She was so close to me from where she was to where I was standing in line. I met these girls in line who were so great. Oh my God. They were, we bonded over how like geeky we were about makeup. I was like, you guys, I'm just going to go for it. I'm going to make a run for it. And they're like, what? I'm like, bye. So I just walked over there and I was like, hi. And they were like, hey. And I was like, oh my God, you guys, I love you. Here's my card. I gave them my card at the restaurant. I was like, whenever you guys want to come, please. We take a picture. And then Linda ran over there too. We took a picture together and we didn't make line.
That's dope. That's what's up.
The next day, I didn't go to Gem Beauty. I put the baby to bed. I grabbed my phone. Desi called me, dude.
What? J.C. Perkins called you?
Yes, dude. She called me.
Okay. This is big.
And then she sent me a text saying she was coming to the restaurant.
Did you come?
No, because that day I was packing to go to Oaxaca. And because I was like feeding the baby and putting it to bed, like didn't have my phone with me because, I was going to be away for so long.
Yeah.
And then I told my husband, like, baby, oh my God, J.C. Perkins is at my restaurant. He was like, oh my God, are you going to come? Like, I have to pack. I leave in like 3 hours.
Did you send Linda or somebody?
I mean, no, she couldn't come. But I was like, I called our manager. I was like, make sure that they're taken care of. Make sure that whatever they want, please. And she put it in her Snapchat. And I was just like, oh, Tita was at the house. And we just kept like refreshing Snapchat over and over. It's like, she uploaded something. Oh my God.
That's dope. I didn't know.
Yes.
Oh man, I would have known. I would have come. You should have told me. I live like really close.
I don't know.
I would have come in your presentation.
I know. We're like, hi.
I'm Bricia's sister.
We have a podcast. Would you guys like to be guests whenever you... I know you guys are not moms. It doesn't matter.
Son mamacitas.
Yeah, true. But yeah.
That's dope. I didn't know. That's so funny.
Yeah, Desi came to the restaurant. And I keep tweeting at them, please have a meet and greet at my restaurant. So for all you mamas who listen to Desi Perkins, tweet her. Tell her that she should come do a meet and greet here.
That's dope.
But anyway, so you looked at one of her tutorials.
I looked at one of her tutorials and I did my makeup and it came out pretty dope. And I realized I can put the falsies already so easy because I learned from her. I was like, oh, dope. My husband used to put them on for me before. I'm like, and they were all crooked. So now I'm like, oh, all right, cool. So I had my falsies that day.
Yeah, you look great.
Yeah, it was so funny how like everything worked out because we didn't even talk about like
outfit,
what we should wear, nothing.
No,
I mean,
because
we
kind of just said let's just dress like ourselves.
Yeah,
I know that was like the other like we were like let's just dress how we usually dress on the day on the daily. Like let's not pretend. Let's not go get like get like dresses and like be all glamorous. Like that's not who we are.
Yeah.
So we just said like let's just.
Yeah, I was more excited about my kids, and then I realized I was like, oh shit, I have nothing to wear for myself. So I actually went that morning to buy something. But let me tell you something funny that happened. So Friday night, I told my husband to come with me because I was gonna go shopping for the girls, and he was like, yeah, I'll go. We get to the mall, and when we open the elevator, Victoria's Secret was right there, and remember we talked about like the PJs and. So I got rid of a bunch of my PJs and I told them like some nights ago, I said, I need to go get me some like nice PJs, like, sexy PJs and stuff. And he was like, yeah, let's go get them. And I was like, oh, I was so excited, right? So Friday we get to the mall, we open the door, Victoria's Secret's there. And he was like, oh, why don't I grab your PJs? Why don't I choose something for you? And then... you can come and see it later. And I was like, okay, cool. So I was like, so excited. I was like, oh my God, he's gonna choose my pajamas.
Yeah.
So anyway, we go shopping and everything, and then at the end, I was like, oh, I'm gonna go check out what you gave me. It's Victoria's Secret. I mean, So I get there and I was like, oh, there's some things on hold for my name. So then they gave me the stuff, and I was like, are you sure this is for me? And he was like, yeah. So I was like, I thought you said you were going to give me some PJ. He was like, yeah. He got me some leggings and some T-shirts. I was like, what? These are your sexy pajamas? Are you serious? I was like, he was like, you said you wanted pajamas. And I was like, yes, sexy PJs. And I was like, I guess if this is what you are into. I was like, you give me such good material for the podcast, baby. He was like, what? I was like, I don't know. I mean, I was expecting, like at
least, okay, like at least like a dress,
right? I was expecting that. And he was like, I just thought you wanted to sleep comfortably. And I was like, oh, okay. So that was his sexy outfits. I was like, out of all those people, I thought he would.
Well, yeah, because I would think I thought you were gonna come back and say like he gave me like some, I don't know, it was like a underwear and like bra, and I was like, "Those are not PJs." I said, "Okay, I get it," or something.
No, I was like, "What the? Are you serious?" So then I was like, "Okay." He was like, "Yeah, but they're tight." I was like, "Okay." So that's those are my new sexy PJs.
Oh, you kept them?
I mean, that's what you.
Oh my
Can you
god!
believe it? God. So those are my.
I mean, maybe he's into that, like, stay-at-home mom, like sexy look. I don't know.
No.
Like, here in my tight pants and my cute little Victoria's Secret T-shirt.
I was like,
were they like bright pink?
No, they were not. Well, yeah, the shirt was like bright orange. I was like, okay.
Well, maybe he's got like a sexy high schooler look or something. I don't know.
They were like black, just like literally like, like those thermal pants.
No, I know what. Yeah.
Those thermal.
Not even to work out. You couldn't even get them like.
I mean, they're stretchy and they're really comfortable. They are really comfortable, but they're too comfortable. You know what I mean? Like, they're comfortable. And I was like, okay, I guess so. Sure, let's go for it.
Well, mine are like the PJs that I'm wearing now are not like sexy. They're just like, they have like, they match. They look like I'm wearing like a little like night outfit, and they're super soft.
Yeah.
So my husband really likes to like lay on me because they're just really soft.
Well, either like me, I'm going to sleep, or going to work out.
Maybe you can go to sleep, end up, and then wake up, and then go directly to the gym.
Maybe he's like, you should work out before I buy you some sex.
Oh, Ramiro,
Jesus Christ! I told him, I was like, this is gonna go on the podcast, right? He was like, why? I'm like, come on, seriously? We've talked about sexy PJs and I was like, sexy, like
He tried.
He tried.
Well, at least now you have, new clothes.
I guess.
Trying to look in the positive side. But anyway, the photo shoot. The photo shoot went great. You look great. I was so happy. Well, anyway, if you guys are looking for a photographer.
Yes.
Because I feel like it's just us women who care about taking family portraits. I haven't even taken some. I didn't even take any pregnancy or anything. But I told my husband we're going to have to take pictures.
Yeah, you should.
We are now. Please, her website is lilyro.com. LILYRO.com.
She has a great portfolio.
Again, LILIRO.com. She was, especially for family portraits, she was so good with the babies.
So good.
I can't stress that enough. And I even told my husband, I was like, she's one of those people where you look at them and you're like, you're just like a happy person.
She has very good vibe. She's so like, she's fun. She's happy. And like, because I've taken photo shoots before with the kids and they do not cooperate. Like, it's always a nightmare with the kids.
Yeah.
And this time it was like, Krista was laughing. She was like,
her fake smile.
She had that fake smile for a while. And then
she was able to get her to actually smile.
Yeah. She was really good. And she was really good at giving them direction. They would follow, It was good. I'm happy. I can't wait to see the final result. She sent us She sent us
a sneak peek, and I thought they were
pretty cool.
Oh, I know. She was great. But anyway, you guys, let's just take a break right now because we went from me crying
to Jesse Perkins
to me being like, oh my god, and like talked about you guys. This is oh my god. I promise you guys, I'm not bipolar. I'm just trying to keep a positive attitude here. Let's take a break, and when we come back, we're gonna do our
tips and picks,
or pick or tip.
Tips and picks.
Tips and picks. Picks or tips.
Don't matter.
Just a tip of the week. We'll be right back. Let's do fun. And we're back. We're bringing sexy back. Oh, is that one for more época too?
Yes. It was. Remember, it was. No, was it? No, I think it's
past our época, like college.
Época.
Titas época. I'm bringing sexy back. Today I saw the new Rihanna music video. Twerk, 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 twerk. Have you heard that one?
I haven't.
Twerk or work? I think it's work, 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 work. That with Drake.
I have not.
And the entire time, all she's doing is shaking her ass like this, all sexy. I'm like, dang.
My playlist these
Why
days
can't
is
I?
like, it's like Tatiana, El Ratoncito, and things like, my daughter's chooses.
You have like Cricri on the.
I have Cricri on the.
Cricri is racist.
Cricri is. We've talked about this before. Cricri is like, I used to like be like, oh my god, I can't wait to have a baby so we can listen to Cricri all day long. And then I was like, this is such depressing songs.
It's racist.
Racist.
Well, anyway, Rihanna, as our new music video, go check it out, ladies.
Yeah.
It'll give you some pointers on how to do it when you're wearing your sexy or comfortable comfortable PJs.
Lounging clothes. Maybe that's what he meant by sexy, lounging clothes.
Yeah. It's like when you bust those Rihanna moves, doesn't matter what you're wearing, you're good. You could be wearing a sack of potatoes. If you move like her, you are okay.
I'll have to check out
Anyway,
the video.
So you were telling me over the break about this weekend you were staying at home and you were watching Netflix.
Yes.
You were Netflixing chilling?
I was not chilling. I was just Netflixing.
Oh.
Well, we watched like a kids movie with the kids, and then I was like, I want to watch something like what's new, what's there, and I found this show on Netflix called Velvet. Velvet. I really, really liked it. I mean, I don't know why I have a thing for the 50s and the 60s. Remember?
Because of the big hairdos?
Remember Agujetas de Color
Yeah,
de Rosa?
I was going to say, like that novela.
That. Baila Conmigo.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yes.
And I think after watching
Vivi
that
Gaitán.
after watching that
Eduardo
novela.
Capetillo.
Paulina Rubio. Oh my God. Like, I have been like looking for that novela.
It seems like Vivi Gaitán was always crying in that novela, right?
She was always crying.
Like every episode.
But I love the outfits, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this is actually a production that takes place in the 50s in Spain. Oh. And it's about this like couture world.
Do they have
like designers? It's inside. It's like a ¿cómo se dice? It's like a Bloomingdale's or like a house of fashion in
the
Spain.
House of Chanel.
Yes, something like that. And it's like this whole like novela, but it's set in the 50s, and like the outfits and the music, and they're really good looking people, and the production it's like on a new level, So it's really, really good. It's really good. And I was like, oh my God, I was like addicted to it right away. And I remember we watched Club de Cuervos in Spanish. So I was like, I'm gonna tell the moms to watch it because they can, practice their Spanish, like because you could get subtitles.
Oh yeah,
and listen to it and then see it in Spanish.
You just not just get Spanish, you get that slang Spanish.
You get the slang Spanish. Well, this one is from Spain, but Club de Cuervos is the slang from Mexico. But the one from Spain, it's so cool. I love it.
Do they have Spanish accents?
They do. So sexy.
I don't think they're
and
sexy.
The men are you have to see it. This is like the old Spanish.
I don't.
You don't think Spanish is like the Spanish from Spain is not sexy?
I did until I dated a guy from Spain and killed it for me.
Why I haven't?
I hope my husband is really. I really hope my husband's not listening to this.
But this the guy is so hot, Don Alberto.
Did you just already say that with the Spanish accent?
Yeah, I'm telling you, Don Alberto. Vámonos por allá.
I don't think I can watch. I'll try.
I just really love.
What I'm watching right now. I'm watching the one I love right now. It's The People versus OJ.
Oh yeah!
Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
I want to watch it.
It's they like overly play the whole Kardashian thing, which gets on my nerves. But besides that, it's so good. I love it.
I didn't even know. I mean,
you'd like it because you love crime, like like CSI and all that stuff.
I know. I do like it.
It's the ultimate CSI, like, crime investigation stuff. Come on.
It's real.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's ultimate.
OJ.
Okay, well, let's get to our Super Mama tips and picks of the week.
Start with your pick.
Okay, so I'm going
to... tell us now.
Okay, now I'm going to tell you because I was going to jump in earlier and then I decided to keep it for my tip or pick. So... in my house, we have an AC system heating unit. And when one of the moms posted on her Instagram page and told us about essential oils for our allergies.
Oh, yeah.
Because we talk about like our allergies and all those things that's happening to us. But one of the moms posted on Instagram and told us about all the essential oils and told us that it would be good for our sinuses and told us that it was going to be good for our allergies or whatever we have.
Yes.
That's wrong with us. So I went to Whole Foods this weekend and I actually bought like 4 different essential oils. I bought a lavender, a eucalyptus, a rosemary, and a peppermint.
From Whole Foods?
From Whole Foods.
Oh,
now,
okay.
I have a diffuser. It's not the same thing as a humidifier. It's actually like like aromatherapy diffuser that I bought a long time ago. So I put it on my room. But then we changed the filter in our house. We changed the filter to
the AC.
For the AC filter that's actually in our home. So then when my husband was in, I put the filter on. I was like, let me put some oils in that because it's essentially just coils and like paper, right?
Okay.
So I actually put oils in the filter.
What?
And then he put it up there, and then the house started smelling like eucalyptus.
Oh, that's good.
No, if any of you guys think I did it wrong, because I wasn't really sure. I'm like, should I do it? Should I not? I mean, I'm like, it's just putting oil. I mean, I don't think it's a bad thing. I'm not gonna break my AC unit, right?
I don't know.
No? Yes? Maybe it's not really a good pick.
We should ask our AC guy from the restaurant.
I know. but I put essential oils on the
and
filter.
Is it working on your nose?
I mean, I'm not coughing as much right now. But my house smells like eucalyptus.
That's good.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like the ultimate deodorizer.
Yeah.
Or at least mask the odors in your house.
Now with the diapers?
Oh my God. You know, sometimes when I walk into my baby's room in the morning, I try to smile and say good morning with like good morning. I know. Good morning, you have shit in your pants.
My husband was like, we should take out the diapers every day. I'm like, yeah, that's why I'm putting them on like the actual trash so we can take them out every day because Jesus Christ. Plus, I'm done with those diapers, dude.
Oh, I know. I told you to use 7th generation.
I know. I'm gonna change because seriously, if it wasn't because she's waking up in the middle of the night getting wet because she's wet, like she would be sleeping the whole night now.
Yeah.
And I'm like frustrated already with that. So I'm going to change diapers and see how that goes.
I told you to use 7th generation.
Yeah, I will try them. It never
and
happened
also
before.
In Rye, they tell you that when you take your diapers, like they tell you that you like not to put any characters on your diapers. They're like, no Disney, no commercial stuff, just plain diapers. I'm like, okay. But I like 7th generation because they're just like blank. They're like kind of like just like black
like
and brown.
brownish,
Yeah.
No? Something like that.
I like them.
Yeah,
I heard they're coming out with like characters, which I'm excited for girls.
Right.
That's fine. But yeah, I like them.
Yeah, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it a try. I already used their soap, so I'm gonna see about their diapers.
Their dishwashing soap is a bomb.
I love it. It's the lavender. My favorite. I have the lavender.
That's the one I have.
Yeah, it's so good.
Do they have other ones other than lavender?
I think they have lime or something like that.
I don't know. I read them there. But speaking of dishes, you know, in the morning, you know how last time on the episode I was talking about how for breakfast all I had was my pills and my shake. And then you gave me so much crap for it. And like all these moms were like, yeah, no, you're supposed to actually eat.
You're supposed to.
I'm actually eating in the mornings now.
Do you feel a difference? Do you feel fuller? I mean, I don't know. You do look with more color.
Yeah. You do look better.
You look like alive.
Okay. So now I'm and I actually really enjoy making breakfast now in the morning.
Yeah.
It's not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Because I've been doing it for 2 weeks now. And I really enjoy it with the baby. And we actually get to eat together. And I'm excited that his little table's going to come in. So we can actually sit on the floor.
Oh, cute.
But for breakfast, I'm actually having toast. For all of you guys who live in California or in LA, look for Mike's Killer Bread. I think they are made in... I think it's made up in Oregon. I'm not really sure. But I know my friend Paula told me about the story. I think like I like went to jail and then came out and like redid his life and started this bread company. It's so good. It's so healthy for you. And then they have this little thin bread, and it's only 60. It's only 60 calories per slice. Mm-hmm. Not that I'm watching what I'm eating. I'm just saying, it's just
healthy.
It's just I go through it faster than to have that bread and it's big and I don't have any waste. Like I actually finished. This week I told my husband, I was like, I feel so proud of myself because everything we bought last week at Whole Foods, we actually finished everything. Because before everything would go to waste or, you know, I put avocado and I put a fried egg on top and then my tea. Snapchat. So good. So good, you guys.
I told you. Toasted egg and a vegetable. I told you.
Wait, hold on. And Tita was like, why don't you just put some greens on top? I'm like, well, I have my green powder and I have my green, like I have like like a vegetable pill. And he was like, she's like, well, you and your pills, why can you actually have substantial things? I'm like, I just figured with the powder and the pills, I have enough vegetables in my body.
I don't know.
But I guess now I'm going to have to incorporate greens.
And then like when you're on your way out, grab an apple or a banana. And then whenever you're hungry, just eat it.
You know what
like I like actual fruit.
Wait, you know what I don't like fruit. You know what I actually like to munch on? People think I'm weird. Broccoli. It's so weird, right?
Yeah.
I love munching on broccoli.
You don't like fruit? You don't like any fruit?
I mean, like I'll have it if it's there, but I don't seek
Maybe
it.
You should. So then you should have it so you can eat it. Like bananas are really good. Like one banana, it's really good.
Banana,
like an apple.
Banana.
I told
banana.
You know, Sabina is like, she's like, at that age they have like a huge belly. You know, and I was like, I'm like, mi cuerpo de uva. And then so Sabina was like, Krista was like, y yo soy cuerpo de banana.
Oh. Cute.
I know. So she's like la uva y la banana. They're so cute. Well, talking about food, actually, when I was in college and I was by myself eating, and I would go and do the market, and I had no idea how to buy stuff, so I would and everything would go to like the trash because everything would go bad. So what I did before was like I would make a menu for the week and say like, okay, I'm gonna have like whatever, and then I only buy whatever I need for that, and then I have it on my fridge and say, okay, Monday we're gonna eat this, Tuesday we're gonna eat that. And then I do that with my husband when we go shopping. Like, what are we going to cook? And then we just buy the things for cooking. And it actually works. Oh. It's worked for me. It has worked for me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like last night I made, oh my God, you guys, I'm going to share this recipe real quick. I know we're running out of time and we've done so many different tips and picks. But I'm going to share this recipe I did last night for my husband. You grab shrimp, right? You place it on a sheet pan. And then on the food processor, you put like a stick of butter. You cut it up in pieces. You put the stick of butter, parsley, garlic, lemon juice, salt, crushed red pepper.
Oh, things that you have around the house.
Yeah, you have around. You pulse it until it doesn't have to be like blended, just so it can just get all mixed up. Then you grab those butter crumbles and you put them on top of the shrimp and you put it in your oven for 350 minutes.
That's a long time. 5 hours.
You put it in your oven at 350 degrees for like 10 minutes. Oh my God.
Oh, that sounds good.
It is so freaking good. Hold on. So then what I did is just made some quick pasta. Pasta is so easy to make. And then for you fancies out there, if you have made your own pasta sauce and have it in the fridge somewhere, you know, then you could actually just whatever tomato pasta you have on hand, put the tomato pasta with the pasta and then throw the shrimp on top when they're cooked with all the scrapes of the butter, put them on top of it, mix it up. Holy moly.
That sounds good.
Sounds
so good.
My husband was so happy.
He was like, oh my God, look at my housewife.
He pretty much finished the entire thing. Like, I had like double. He was like, next time make more. I'm like, oh my God, we ate a pound of shrimp.
That's good.
Dude.
Yeah. You have to share the recipe so I can do it.
Yeah, it was.
You know what?
So
The
good.
other recipe that I wanted you to put, you're gonna be the recipe person.
Yeah, I know.
The fish tacos that you had on Snapchat.
Oh, my fish tacos. They were so good. Another one that's so easy.
I love fish.
Oh, because by the way, my husband turned vegan, quote unquote, but now he's eating fish.
He's incorporating little things.
No, but now the only thing he's eating is just salmon and shrimp.
Oh, I love.
So, which makes it easier for me. Shrimp tacos. So good. So good. But
we'll post the rest.
And today I'm going to make a tuna salad, tostadas.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah. Because now I know, like now I'm looking at my fridge. I'm like, what do I have? Okay. Well, like this is what I'm going to make on Tuesday and, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday or whatever.
I decided to incorporate Krista more in the cooking. And where's my my tip?
Your second.
My pick, actually. My best friend, she's so good. Like sometimes she's just like, oh, I heard that you're like that Krista's helping you in the kitchen here. And then she gave me
Jackie?
She gifted me Jackie. She gifted
so
me a kid's knife because her daughter helps her too. It's called
maybe I'll need that for myself.
Kunriken.
Let me see.
Kuhn. Kunriken.
Kinder Kitchen.
No, but this is the top. Oh. This is a brand.
Kunriken.
Kunriken.
Kunrikon. Swiss design.
Yeah, it's a Kinder Kitchen knife, and it's a little knife, just a little knife, But I was like, yesterday she was helping me, and she could actually cut things with it, and I like it because I'm trying to show her to be safe in the kitchen. You know what I mean? Because she likes it, and they're there with me all the time. They're next to me when I'm cooking, and they want to be next to me. So at least I want to teach them to be safe.
Right.
Like, don't touch this because it's hot. Like, she has her own little mittens for the kitchen. So now she has her knife. And she has her little mandilito, and then like she helps me. And yesterday I was like, well, do you want to help me wash dishes? And she was like, yeah, I want to help you. She was so happy washing the dishes. Aww. I was like, you're in that stage where you're excited about doing chores. Let's keep it that way. So she loves being in the kitchen. She's like, oh, and I'm cooking, and because she sees the restaurant and all that stuff. So that knife, it's really good, and it's safe for the kids. It has what do you call it, filo? It's sharp, but it's not sharp that it will cut them. Right. But it will cut tomato. It will cut like ham. It would cut like the cheese. Oh, so nice. She helps me with that, and I'll post the link and a picture of the knife on the Instagram of her using it. But it's really, really helpful. And now with the cooking book and everything, like that's great. You know how I'm always so worried about doing something with her at home?
Yeah.
That could I'm doing with her. That's what I'm doing with her.
You killed two birds with one stone.
I know. And then she cooks for me and then washes the dishes. I'm just going to sit I'm going to start sitting back and waiting for her to have dinner ready.
Yeah. And then have Sabrina come like massage your feet. Yeah. I can't wait until my son massages my feet. Well, anyway, ladies, thank you for spending another week with us. We love you, and thank you for listening to me being bipolar and crying. I know. I already forgot about my problems. See, this is the great thing about this podcast. I'm just like, okay, let's look for a solution. But thank you, ladies, so much. Don't forget to visit our website where we will put all our show notes, which means everything we spoke about today will be on our website, supermamaspodcast.com. This is episode 32, so if you just go to Super Mamás Podcast, click on episode guide, click on episode 32, and then you will see all the notes of everything we spoke about.
You can also find us on our Instagram at _supermamas, or Facebook is Super Mamás Podcast. You can find us on iTunes, Stitcher, whatever you guys listen to your podcast. We uploaded recently a video on how to subscribe.
Yes.
So if you don't know how to subscribe, look at the video and then it'll tell you how to subscribe.
Or you can just go to our website, supermamaspodcast.com, and click on subscribe iOS, which means subscribe iPhone, and subscribe Android, which means everything else. That's not iPhone.
Subscribe, ladies.
Just subscribe. And also don't forget to call us, you guys, and leave a message, 424-326-3707. Again, 424-326-3707. I love hearing our moms. It's like hearing ourselves.
Let me see.
Back. So here's the message from our mom.
Hello, Super Mamas. Long-time listener. I've called before. Hopefully I can get my message across in shorter time than I have before. Anyways, I listened to your last two podcasts, and I have a request for you. I don't know how you feel. However, I wanted to see if possible we can reach out to some educators, I don't know whom, but maybe direct the podcast towards the tweens and the teens of the world. if I may, as part of education, I have a teenager who is currently struggling in high school. And as a parent, so am I, because I don't feel that teachers provide support, that they can encourage those kids to stay in school, to, feel like they can ask questions. How do we encourage our kids to continue with education, because it's very important for them to graduate high school to continue on to college. I think my teenager is losing her drive that she had before, and as a parent, I've talked to counselors, teachers in high school. It's just not the same. Also, I have a tween, a 9-year-old, and I'm going to be looking into middle school here pretty soon. She's currently in 4th grade, and I don't know if you know this, but a lot of the elementary schools, they end at 5th grade, and then they move on to middle school, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade. So that's another struggle right there. Maybe if we can go ahead and have someone, educators in those two areas, I would really, really love it. Now, I understand you guys have your youngest sister who just recently graduated from college, but maybe she could be a good option to have as a guest. As a teenager, how did she feel encouraged to continue on with education? Did she at one point not feel supported by, family members, whether if she was failing in anything? How did she find support in school, in high school specifically? Was there a specific teacher that drove her, encouraged her to continue on to education and how to be better, how to not give up? Those are the things. I have been also listening to Talk to the Rocks by your brother, and I must say those stories are also very encouraging. I've using every tool.
Oh, and that's where she got cut off. Sorry, ladies. Aww. I wish we can have like a longer voicemail, but that's as far as they let us. But thank you so much for calling in. Really that's such a great idea.
Oh my God, I haven't even thought about that far.
From there, I have my whole like theory on that stuff, but we can just wait until probably getting a professional or something. Yeah. I'd love to have something. And the idea of having our little sister, good idea.
I like it. Yeah. How did you feel encouraged?
She's gonna be taking off for 6 weeks.
I know.
Tomorrow. That's crazy, huh? She's leaving to Europe.
I can't even believe it.
For 6 weeks.
She's going on a backpacking run.
I know. That's crazy.
But I kind of wish I did that. I had done that.
I am not into the backpacking.
Yeah, you're not. You're not.
But
you're not about that life.
I'm not. But anyway, ladies, thank you so much. Don't forget again to follow us on Instagram at _Super Mamás. Facebook, Super Mamás Podcast, our website, supermamaspodcast.com. Subscribe.
Rate us, subscribe, spread the word, ladies.
Share it with a mom.
Share it with the world.
Don't be stingy with us. Don't, share it with somebody.
I know.
If one of you guys share it to 4 other moms, and then those moms share it to 4 other moms, it'll be like Herbalife all over again. Like, it'd be like your old Tupperware, that's the way Tupperware grew.
Tupperware.
We should have Super Mama party so people can be like, we should listen to this podcast together. Idea.
It's a good idea.
And maybe after that grows, I can pay for my childcare. All right, ladies. Have a great week. And